Okay, so let's do our match preview for the Caribbean El Clasico, Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica, or Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. Game is going to be played on September 9th at Independence Park, Kingston, Jamaica. Now, we have to talk about the two teams them. Jamaica coming off a dominant victory over Bermuda in Bermuda, which makes them pretty much think and believe to themselves that if it is they could smack them up in Bermuda 4-0, then they should definitely defeat them in Jamaica. Again, crazy things have happened in football, but the likelihood is they probably should beat them in Jamaica, which puts added pressure on the other teams them in the group, because everybody want to top the group. Because I never talk about this on my channel, but that Intercontinental Cup is super hard. Let me break it down for you guys. Nobody wants to get that second spot. That second spot is going to be super, super hard. Let me break it down for you guys. So basically for the Intercontinental pathway, you're basically having two teams from CONCACAF, the two best teams within the three groups that are in the World Cup qualifiers now. So those two teams are going to go to the Intercontinental pathway to the World Cup. So you're going to have one team from Asia, one team from Africa, one team from Oceania, and one team from CONMEBOL. And the likelihood of that CONMEBOL team could be Venezuela. And I don't want to get into political talks because this is not a political channel, but listen, Trinidad and Tobagonians, we know how crazy that would be. But, just saying, so basically, they're going to be two groups. There's going to be 6 teams, 2 groups of 3. The top seeded team in each group, they're going to be playing once. They're already in the finals to get to the World Cup. The teams them below them, the 2 teams below in each group, they're going to be playing a semi-final to play that team on top there. And it's based off seeding. And you don't know, our CONCACAF teams them are really the highest ranking teams them in FIFA. So initially, you had to play 2 more whole games to get to the World Cup. So nobody should be striving to get in that second spot. So, with that being said, I believe that this game here coming up here with Trinidad and Tobago is super added pressure. Because, of course, Trinidad and Tobago, they drew with Curacao, and especially at home too, but that's why I really dreaded this draw. This draw felt like a loss to me, man. I swear down, bro, because I feel as though like Trinidad and Tobago had the upper hand, man, and we should have gotten that victory. But of course, the finishing wasn't the best. But, you know, I think we do have the ability. I feel as though like this game that we played against Curacao, we stamped with authority, because a lot of people was counting us out one time. And I heard a lot of like YouTubers saying that they believe that Trinidad and Tobago might only get like 4 points out of this group here. Like we even might draw against Bermuda. That would shift the respect. I hope that people start putting respect on Trinidad and Tobago name, because we are not some walkover team. So the situation now is that I believe if, knock on wood, if Jamaica do get 3 points here, then they're basically in the driver's seat. Because as I said before, they smack up Bermuda 4-0 in Bermuda. They would already back themselves to get that next 3 points when Bermuda do travel to Jamaica. So that's going to be 9 points for them already. So all they had to do now is draw once with Curacao, and they damn near almost through the door. They can even draw with them in Curacao and then beat them in Jamaica, or even draw again in Jamaica. Everything will work out for them. That's why this draw was so painful, boy. But we still holding the faith, and I still believe that Trinidad and Tobago can make it to the World Cup. That's why we're going into this game here now. Of course, the last time we played Jamaica, that was in the Unity Cup. Kind of pretty much B team, but still, plenty of these players that were in the team that played in the Unity Cup are actually in the team set up now. Because the last game, I still like to play like Ronaldo Cephas. We gotta remember him. He got the last minute penalty against Shiggy and Marvin Phillip. And that is when I had to single out Shiggy. Oh, Shiggy, man. Shiggy hurt me still. But, oh. Anyways. Yeah. So, Cephas, Casey Palmer, Lowe, all them guys there that we did play against in the Unity Cup, and some might say Trinidad and Tobago had the momentum to win that game, and unfortunately we didn't win. But going into Jamaica, of course, is a tough thing, but I still back the guys them to actually get a victory over Jamaica, if I'm being honest. What I saw in the second half, I saw that this Trinidad and Tobago team actually could dominate games. And a lot of people, a lot of casuals, I noticed that I had to bring this up. A lot of casuals were watching just the name of Curacao and saying, oh, how Trinidad and Tobago can beat Curacao? I don't think people understand the magnitude of players out those guys were playing against them. You had a bunch of players who played in the Eredivisie, players who get caps in the Premier League. That was a proper team we played against them, bro. Some might even say that team on paper even better than the Jamaica team. That's just for the casuals, for the casuals who just thought that because we play a team called Curacao, they never hear about Curacao in football yet. So they feel as though we play a low-level team and we drop points against them there. Despite, yes, we drop points, I ain't gonna lie, we should definitely win that game. But they're making it seem like we play against Tahiti? They're making it feel like we play against Pakistan or India? Nah, we play against a proper team, man. Like, put respect on the guys' name, despite, I believe that it's 2 points drop. Put respect on the guys' name. And for real people who know about football, they would tell you, that was a kind of a boost for the fans them, that we can actually see that the guys them aren't walking over or rolling over for these bigger teams. So, because in reality, Curacao is actually ranked higher than us in FIFA. That explains it though. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, despite what, I truly believe that Trinidad and Tobago could win it. Again, I don't think there's any tactical way I can explain how Trinidad and Tobago should beat them. But I do like how Trinidad and Tobago actually played against Curacao. And a lot of people was actually criticizing Andrew Rampassad. And again, I had to break it down. So basically with Andrew Rampassad, people were saying they were playing too slow and them stuff there. Andrew Rampassad did exactly what he needed to do. He kept the tempo of the game, he kept the ball moving, and sometimes he actually manipulated the game by slowing it down so he could invite more players into the progression stages of the pitch. Now again, I had to break it down again for people who mightn't know tactics in football. In modern day football, there's a lot of tactics. So there's 3 parts of the field. There's a build-up play. That is when you see defenders, you see the 2 center backs them on the byline and the wing backs them. You can see them in an angle so that they can only have the pass one time now. So that is the build-up play. The progression is within the midfield, like the third of the pitch, the second third. That is the progression stage. And then the attacking or finishing stage up top where, Levi Garcia, Sealy and Spicer got contained mostly, or even Kevin Molino might even roam there. What Andrew Rampassad was doing so well is that he was inviting so much of players to get inside. So Daniel Phillips, they could have free up now, and you were seeing Daniel Phillips and Cardines linking up a lot. And then Molino could have cut in and get into the play as well too. And that is when they was overloading the right side. You notice that we had like a bunch of, at a point in time when Trinidad and Tobago had like a 10-minute wave, a straight attacking. They were just attacking, winning the ball back quickly, whether it is because Curacao was hoofing the ball. The press was so good that they had to hoof the ball. Trinidad and Tobago was pressing them right there, and they noticed that they were losing the ball a lot. So they said, let me hoof it up. And when they do hoof it up, Andrew Rampassad was there to win it again. Or Daniel Phillips, or Kobe Henry. So I'm telling you, what Andrew Rampassad was doing was really good. So I need you guys to start putting respect on the players' name, man. Like, sometimes I don't want to have these conversations here because, it's wasting time. Because I know some people that already have the agenda, but I just needed to break it down for people to understand. What Andrew Rampassad was doing was not killing the midfield according to people. Crazy. But either way, again, yeah, we do have the knockout punch. which is, of course, Levi Garcia, Spicer on top there. I believe them guys there one day could cause it, but they need to score the goals. And Levi, please. And, you know, I didn't want to add no other pressure to my player. But I believe in a dog. And Levi, I know I believe in him. But because I see him day in, day out with Ajax, I used to watch every single game of his Ajax career within the last 2 years. I watched every single game. Games against Offi, Asteras. I know a lot of you people might know them teams here. Offi, Asteras, Kifisia, Yanina. I see him against all them teams there, and he was burying them goals there. So I don't know what it is mentally, but listen, be as free as possible, Levi. Score the people them goal. Yeah, because we need you. We need you, man. And if it is you could start scoring all them goals there, I personally will petition for you to have a statue outside of Hazy Crawford Stadium, but I will start the petition. No! Once what it is, we make it to the World Cup, offer your goals them, I would definitely start a petition there. I believe in you, Levi, man. Put the ball in the back of net. Put it in the back of the net, man, and Molino step up. But a matter of fact, Molino has been doing pretty good, so I can't say he needs to step up. But Sealy, step up. Spicer, step up. Believe in yourself, man. Because we can't afford to lose. I tell you straight up. 6 points for Jamaica, they're in the driver's seat. Driver's seat. So we had to get at them, be aggressive. The crowd going want to play, but they're intimidating you guys. Don't let it get to you guys. And the nice thing about this as well too, especially with this campaign here, we have a whole, well, the next 3 games are going to be away games. But ironically enough, most of Dwight York's games them were away games. Dwight York pick up the team basically. That is when they went Saudi. And that is when after the Cuba game, they went Unity Cup. And then they went to the Gold Cup. So the guys them should be accustomed by now of away games. So I don't see why they shouldn't contest in Jamaica. Now, for me personally, especially because of my birthday, I would love to have 3 points. If I get 3 points from Jamaica, man, I will be the happiest guy in the world. But a draw will be good. You got to keep the pace. We got to be right there. They got to be on 4 points. And Curacao just might, maybe based off what I see with Bermuda and the skill set, they might be on 4 points as well too. So it's just for we now to start beating the teams them when come for the home games them, and also put some licks on Bermuda as well too. But again, that is just the situation there. If it is you like this content, make sure to leave a like, share the video, of course, and subscribe. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What you think about this fixture here? Of course, we see with Jamaica, it's still a good team. And respect to all the Jamaicans out there. But come on, man. It's been 20 whole years since we've been in the World Cup, boy. I know you guys have been, it gonna be 24 years for you guys. Yeah, no, it gonna be 28 years for you guys. Because you guys was in 1998. That is when you guys went to the World Cup. So, yeah. But trust me, I believe in Trinidad and Tobago, man. And please, Trinidad and Tobago fans, believe in them as well, man. Your belief will transfer into them. And I sure the guys them actually believe in themselves, man. Because that Curacao game there, it's a shame that we didn't get the 3 points. And I know if it is we get it, if we score them goals there, a lot of people might would have changed. I really want the naysayers who waiting for them to fail to say I told you so more to change. I really waited on that day, man. So yeah, make sure you leave a like, share, and subscribe, man. Peace out.